Is
there something wrong with it?
I had everything perfectly set up, ready to go. 2 minutes to spare. Plugged in the computer, it drops dead.
Wow.
So at 42%, it didn't like being plugged in. So I turned it on the computer. Streamlabs was crashed, of course, because it died while running. So I had to reboot everything.
Interesting. Please leave a dislike on this video.
Yeah!
Mm-hmm. Yes, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat.
Let's see. Lucky bats! Disturbed mushroom. We just did a base on that. Red S.
I mean, they were so disturbed, they were glowing.
Mm-hmm. Seen for 1 minute and you have a dislike. Better.
Perfect. I'm about to dislike the video.
Yeah!
Oh, good. We only have dislikes.
Yes!
That's fun. Okay.
There we go. All right. What was that doing?
Isn't that what I want? Jeez, today's been a weird day. Okay. To work on
medium. There it is.
Editing some photos.
Yeah. Joe Dracos, I have arrived.
Oh my god, 7 dislikes.
Yes!
I love this.
I want this to be our most disliked episode ever.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Alright, I'm going to try to make a blending medium, but I'm going to put in a drop or two of paint retardant. See what this does. I was watching some painting videos today, actually. Who was I watching? I was watching... I absolutely love his videos, but I can never remember. He's got a fun name that I will never remember. Here's my paint water.
Do I know who this is?
Probably not.
Mm-hmm.
They're a painter.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh.
TK Studio Prints.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Here, you guys want to watch me stir up this this white concoction?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we know what that is. You don't have to fool us.
All right, a little watery, Here, where'd that matte medium go? Doot. Doot, doot. Here's some, I was looking though at a bunch of painting videos, and there is tons and tons and tons and tons of really, really good quality painting out there.
Mm-hmm.
Almost, I wonder if it's almost at the point of saturation where it's like, I bet whatever I would want is out there, so I don't even have to worry. It was like, if I'm painting some super battle droids from Legion, that video exists. If I'm painting some ships from Mordheim, it's out there. If I'm like anything. James Cameron Clark, I'm doing the how much time is there to sleep between now and having to go to work math, and it's coming up in your favor. Nice.
Yeah.
I remember one day I was hanging out at the Games Workshop store, and there was this guy painting an Imperial Knight and drinking a full 2-liter of Mountain Dew. And then after like 5 hours, he's like, well, time to go to work.
Yeah.
And it turns out he had stayed up all day hanging out at the store and drinking Mountain Dew, and now he was going to work a full night shift.
Yeah. Some people are really fun. Particularly that guy. I know that guy.
Yeah. He was the store manager for a couple of months.
Yeah.
For a couple of months.
For a couple of months. And he was nice, but also really not all at the same time.
Yeah. If you weren't cool, then
Yeah, you gotta be cool.
Yeah, like we were punk kids at the time, or not even punk kids. We were just like snot-nosed kids.
Yeah, 20 years old.
Yeah, I played Necrons.
Well, look at us now. Whatever his name was. Disturbed mushroom. What is sleep? I don't know. Happy Heretic Eons of Sperm Banks.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. James Cameron Clark. I work in a coffee shop, so I can keep myself going if need be.
Ah.
That is a pretty big benefit.
Does anyone ever get in trouble for bringing in outside coffee? JoJo goes, ships for Mordheim. They have ships? I don't know anything about Mordheim. Happy Heretic. You're still snot-nosed kids, but now you're snot-nosed kids with a hit YouTube channel. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the one thing that's like not in our favor. Is we weren't there at the ribbon cutting ceremony in Nottingham like everyone else was. Every single YouTube commenter was there.
Yep. I've been playing Warhammer before it was even created. Yeah. Basically what it is.
Yeah, I actually helped write the original rules for Rogue Trader, actually.
I was the model that the Space Marine was modeled after. Yeah.
JoJo goes, there's no such thing as an adult, just children with debt.
That is true. Hey, I'm one of those.
Happy Heretic, I am Rogue Trader. I love, though, we get these comments from time to time, too, where people who forget that they, like, forget the video. Because often the idea of the videos is like, oh, I bring up a problem and then give the solution. And people will, it'll either be they didn't watch the video, and so they comment the solution that I say, or they say verbatim what I say, because they've already forgotten that I was the one who said it.
Yeah, it's odd.
Like in the recasting videos, like, what about playing other games? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I made that point.
Sisvispert. Children with Debt is my new band name. So many good band names.
Ian's band names.
Highlighting some flesh.
Joe Draco's just finished commission work on 30 grots. Never again. Hopefully.
Sounds like a fun commission.
That sounds like a really fun commission.
I guess
They're little.
Is the only fun commission just like one-off models? Happy Heretic finished up my Shore Troopers this evening. Shame because they were a fun unit to paint.
Gotta buy more.
Well, you have Director Krennic, so I think next you need to get his bodyguards, the Death Troopers.
Yeah, I feel like commission painting A whole army would not be very fun.
I did it. It wasn't.
I know.
It was fun, but it was also, I mean, it's just, it took a very long time. It made me feel like bad if I was ever working on my own personal things. It took a really long time. There wasn't a perfect amount of communication on the front end. I didn't know exactly how much he was sending me. Although I did get an orc army out of it, so that was kind of cool.
That's true.
Happy Heretic. Oh yeah, Death Troopers are my next purchase. Friendly local game store is sold out on them, so I have to go online to get them. I mean, they'll probably order it for you. That's always what happens whenever I go into the game store and I'm like, hey, do you have this? They're like, no, but we'll order it. And then you can drive, and then we'll call you, and then you drive back to here. And then I'm always like, oh, you don't need to do that because I'll buy it on.
No, that's fine. You just run away.
No, that's fine. I'll have it. Amazon will deliver it tomorrow. Brett S., I am painting these things for Ral Partha right now, and I guess that qualifies for commission painting. It is not as fun as painting my own stuff. Ral Partha. Why does that sound familiar? Painting these things for Ral Partha.
Why did people leave 2 upvotes?
How dare you!
What is happening?
I didn't vector an image of the YouTube dislike button for nothing.
Amazing.
TK3 Prince, what's Ral Partha?
Someone's furiously typing. I can feel it.
I hope it's just comments that are all like how dare you not know who Ral Partha? Happy Heretic. Ral Partha is one of the oldest mini companies in the U.S. I thought so because I want to say I heard some chatter about a whole bunch of people working with them who got free models in exchange for painting them. I think I saw it on Paint Hub. And I thought it sounded cool, but then it was like, oh, you don't get anything. Except the models, which is nice.
I like to think you have to send it back. You paint it, send it back.
TK Series Prints, oldest in the world. Now who's checking that? Best hot dogs in all of Cincinnati. Like, who's making sure that Ral Partha really is the oldest miniatures making company? What constitutes a miniature? They have models from 1977. Yeah, but there was models before 1977. Like in like the Revolutionary War, they were pushing around little guys on a table. That's where war games come from. Happy Heretic. They have a volunteer program where they send you stuff to paint. You send it back. They send you free minis.
In Pirates of the Caribbean, didn't they play with little?
Exactly, and that was. I mean, they invented the time machine for that movie.
Yep.
No, I'm sure they're the oldest. I just think it's funny. Like, how could anyone possibly check that? Oldest existing, still selling.
Probably the oldest fantasy models from Brett S. Interesting.
For RPG gaming, not wargaming. Ral Partha is legendary. Congrats, Happy Heretic. Kinona's military figures were mass-produced in the late 18th century. That's true. Like Green Army men are from like the 50s, aren't they? The 40s or 50s? Or no, it must have been after because plastic.
Mm-hmm. Just think about it. You come home from war and your kids are playing with little plastic soldiers. You're like, oh my god.
Fix. How close can I get this camera? If I fix it today, that means I'll have to fix it tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Turn that brightness up a little. How? I can get pretty damn close. Which is weird. Like, this is far closer than this camera would ever be used for.
Yeah. You know, that is true. It is a little odd.
Mm-hmm.
It is a really good depth of field.
Mm-hmm. TK City Prince, you won't find Raw Partha on eBay for shed loads of dosh as they still sell stuff from the 80s. Ivan Dirt Day, love me some busty broads.
I think someone left a comment. Oh, what did they? Somebody left a comment on Instagram. Did you see it?
No.
It's very funny. Let me, I have to look it up. They said on one of the streams, they said, boobs for the boob god. That's what they said. Perfect. Nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. All the likes went away.
Yeah.
Now it's only 14 dislikes.
Yes. Oh, good.
And we could go for a few more.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you can spare a dislike.
Mm-hmm. Spare a dislike for an old streamer like us. Tekomuto, Mel Gibson's The Patriot taught me how to melt down lead pewter minis into ammo. Oh, Mel Gibson's The Patriot. Remember at the end when he impales the evil general with the American flag?
Amazing. James Cameron Clark, butts for the butt throne.
Mm-hmm.
As they say where I'm from, baby got back.
You know, these ladies don't have butts because it's the 1900s, so they have bustles.
Mm-hmm.
There's about 5 feet in between the clothing and their butts.
Mm-hmm. Which is how I like it, by the way. Also, 3 upvotes now.
Oh no!
That's not what we asked for.
Mm-hmm.
Little bit rude. You come into our house, you upvote our video. Who do you think you are? Like, dancers are usually lean and mean. When you took Laban movement, did you have any dancers in your class? Or was it all film people?
I had a couple of actors who, are supposed to be dancers, but most of them weren't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't sing, I don't dance, and I don't really like period stuff. I just like acting. Mm-hmm. That was a lot of the actors.
Yes. Yeah, I don't really like anything. I don't even really like acting.
Can you play any instruments? Well, here's the. Do you have any? Well, here's the.
Mm-hmm. I can be a warm body in a room.
Yes. Mm-hmm. If you want to give me lines, I will learn most of them.
Most of them. That's nothing truer has ever been said than most of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to be a professional actor, but I'm not going to remember my lines. That was something that happened.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how'd the show go? Pretty good. I messed up some of my lines, but... Oh, so it was a disaster?
Oh, so you feel really bad and you're apologizing to everyone?
Mm-hmm.
Because you ruined the show? Yeah.
It was funny. There was the actors who were very, very good were hated by the other actors because they were trying.
Oh, yeah.
And they made the actors who weren't trying look bad.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Happy. Tekomuto. #improv.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Heretic. And there are the actors that end up doing amateur casting couch videos for the price of a #1 on the McDonald's value menu after not eating for 2 weeks. Oh, improv.
Is there anything better than improv? Most things is the answer.
Mm-hmm. Jokes so good that we felt like they couldn't be improved by writing them down and practicing.
Mm-hmm. Remember watching Comedy Sports?
Yeah.
And obviously, we didn't get to go to the real show.
No.
Where they got to like swear and be funny. We had to go to the clean show.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was for school. Which, think about how important that class is. Yeah. So you guys are just going to go around the city of Milwaukee and just watch shows?
I was losing my mind every time. There was an in-class portion, and it was like 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And every single second, all I could think was, I have so much homework, and I do not need to be here right now.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, they made the class portion part of your grade. Like, you have to physically be here, which no other class does. If you don't want to go to biology, you can skip it. If you don't want to go to astronomy, you can skip it. They don't care.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Just get whatever you need to get on the test. But this class, no. We need you here.
Mm-hmm. It was really important that you were there.
Hours.
Yeah, that class was silly.
Mm-hmm. I almost failed on that class. I got an email of like the last day of classes saying, "Oh, you didn't turn in this one dumb assignment from like the first day of class." And I'm like, "Oh, that's fine. I have an A." And they're like, "No, if you don't turn in every assignment, you fail." And I'm like, "So you're telling me that even though I have like a 96, I will fail the class because I didn't like submit the getting to know you form or whatever."
Yeah.
Like, Robin, you know me. Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Kino is. I knew a girl who lost her voice on the last show. She was playing a lead role. She pushed through and had a sultry, low voice the whole 2.5 hours, but lost her voice for the next week and a half.
Oh,
you know what?
God.
She nailed it.
Nailed it.
What a trooper.
Mm-hmm.
Cabronix. Hello, Eons of Battleman.
Whatever else. Hello. Painting with you guys tonight.
Ah, nice.
As everyone should be.
Yes, everyone should be painting.
Except for me, I'm doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's EonsOfBattle related, though, so I'm going to say it's fine. Yeah.
Happy Heretic. I had a psychology class. I showed up the first day, I showed up the last day, and I showed up on a random day that just happened to be the day our term paper that I didn't have done was due.
Nice.
Yeah, you gotta be careful a little with the not showing up. It can be a little bit of a snowball effect.
A rut row, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember there was one day where I was working for the dance department, and we were doing like some sort of lighting changeover, and it took the entire night to do it. And I had lob on movement at
Mm-hmm.
10 or 9 or 10 in the morning.
It was probably
And
9. Mine was at 9.
yeah, yeah, it's probably at 9. And I just didn't go. And I emailed Dan and I said, yeah, I was doing some of the lighting stuff and I didn't want to come. And because he's a dance teacher, so he's like, oh, I heard all about that. I was told all about it. You don't have to come. It's fine. Don't worry about it. You don't have to do any of the dumb assignments we did. I get it. Love Dan. Top 10 Dans.
Victor Hugo Bittencourt Sylvia. I failed a class because of attendance once. Professor said he saw me on campus but never in class.
Ah. That's amazing.
Victor Hugo Bittencourt Silva. If I ever wanted to skip, I sure as hell didn't leave my bed.
Mm-hmm. Also, that better be your full, real name.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun name.
Happy Heretic. The class lasted an hour. I ran back to my dorm, banged out the paper, turned it in by the time the class ended, and got a 100%. Holy moly. I have always been a garbage writer. If I ever got a writing assignment, sometimes the teacher would be like, so this should probably take you 6 to 8 hours. I'm like, yep, 12 hours for me. 16 hours for me. I'm so bad at formulating thoughts and then writing them out on paper.
Thank goodness you never have to do that ever again,
no.
Right?
Yeah. Honestly, I half the time when I'm writing, I'm speaking. I write a sentence and then say, well, that wasn't good, and then I think to myself, well, here's what I want to say, and then I say it out loud, and then I write down the thing I said out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Cyclone 8974. Why bother going to school if you do that? That's true. That's a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
That one was for you, Cabronix.
Yeah.
James Cameron Clark. I either can't string 2 words together or write down 10 times what's needed and still can't edit it down. Akinoki known as Hemingway gave the best writing advice. Write drunk and edit sober.
Perfect. Akinoki known as COVID has been great for classes. Sorry, I have a fever. I'll dial into class today. Don't want to risk it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So right when COVID was like a thing, but it wasn't like people were talking about it, but it wasn't like lockdowns and it was a real thing yet. Like in February, we had someone that I worked with. He got like he got like a fever and he got like a cold and stuff, and he just didn't show up for like a whole month. It was awesome. Like he just kept using it as an excuse, even when he was fine, because he got over it within a few days. But this is, and we don't think he had COVID. But it was very fun. He just kept using that as an excuse. Yeah, I just still don't feel well. I just still don't feel well. I just still don't feel well. Then he came back for a week, and then the shutdown happened.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Cabronix. I burp right into the mic whenever I feel one coming up if I'm in a Discord call. This is how I assert my dominance in my friend circle.
Yeah.
It's a good way to do it. That's why we do it on stream.
Mm-hmm. James Cameron Clark. Does the same go for filming and editing videos? Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
At 10 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm. The amount of joy that I get by photoshopping Jay's face onto random strangers, man. That's my giggle time.
Mm-hmm. So tell Will hello from Australia. I hear those Australians, they get great prices on Games Workshop products.
Yeah.
Bronix, your cowboy base really helped out with my Western themed Space Marines. Ooh,
that's really fun. You got any pics of those up anywhere? Love to see them. Happy here to Nick's living the dream. You know I am. Looking good, Jay. Keep up the good work.
Nice. Kino Quinones. Here's a hint for all of my Aussies. Buy from China. I mean, yeah. If you're Australian, you should.
Yeah, you just get to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and no one can say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Jay, that's not what you said in the video. Yeah, well, in a YouTube video, I'm not allowed to advocate crime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but in a stream you can.
Yeah, no one's watching these.
Yeah. And this is this gets sent to Games Workshop. clip that, send it to Games Workshop.
Hey, I wonder if these guys are getting a little something. Should we send them products? Oh, well, look at this stream. This Tuesday stream.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's look at this weird random Malifaux stream and see what they had to say on there.
James Cameron Clark, we have 3 weeks until the shop opens and the coffee shop gets busy with people who've been living under a rock for a year, wondering why they can't sit down on a sign that says they can't sit down. Cabronix, also, thanks Jay for turning me on to Malifaux, since the weird Western Victorian theme is a similar aesthetic to my homebrew fantasy setting.
Nice. Couldn't have said it better myself. Does a civil offense even count as a crime? Plus, you never know. It might just be reselling official product.
That's true. We at EonsOfBattle Incorporated can neither confirm nor deny the accusations made.
Exactly.
Tekomuto. Inquisitor Grey Fox wants to know your location. You know, I actually almost bought Inquisitor Grey Fox once, but the eBayer accidentally sent me a cipher, and so I sent it back.
Yeah.
And I never end up getting a Grey Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Cool model, though. Although I don't quite get some Sisters of Battle have bolters that have a crossbow on top.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a crossbow is inferior in all ways to a gun.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're quieter. That could be something.
Well, except for the whoosh noise when it goes through air.
Don't call me Shirley. Duncan Rhodes would encourage your crimes. He's a mysterious devil. Bronix, who animates the painting Space Marine in the intro? Well, I drew it, and then Nick made the hand wave, and he did the pixels.
Love a good pixel.
Happy Heretic J, you just don't understand the nuances of purging heresy.
Mm-hmm. It's a subtle art.
Mm-hmm. It's an art. It's an art to purge a heretic with a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, also, I want Grey Fox, but I also want that slightly heretical Xenos Inquisitor who is wearing power armor and carrying around like a little pet dragon. That's another cool model. The only problem is Games Workshop charges like $30 for these things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy moly. Like 20, I could probably swing it. But holy moly, 50 for one guy, for one little guy, like not even a Space Marine or an orc-sized guy.
Mm-hmm.
Akinoki, known as Rhodes Went Rogue, the how to actually paint with contrast video was so shady. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Amazing. How to actually paint with contrast.
Tikomuto, Kira Diraxus has the green cockatoo. Comic Wolf, can I get a bam? No.
Nah.
TK's 3D prints. Back in the day, you got 5 models for £10. Lol. Yeah, but were they good?
How rude of you to say that.
Yeah, like one, couple of scrunchy little bits of metal. I'm not saying that the prices aren't too much, but
Well, I know that you are a shill.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
I think that's kind of what you were saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, every night we have a conference call with them to see if they're happy with our level of shilliness.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? They think we could do it a little bit better.
They do. They're like, "Oh, could you bring up a little bit more nice things about Pariah Nexus? It's not selling very well."
Mm-hmm. Please and thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and could you mention a little bit more often how great the user experiences interface is for our website?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of complaints about the website recently, and we have no idea why.
Yeah, people complaining that the search function barely works or that the organization is completely out of whack. You have to already know the name of the thing you're searching. Bridas, what if it was 5 Tin Boys for £10? Ooh. That'd be fun. I think though those were singles.
Mm-hmm.
Don't call me Shirley. If you need some power armor, go to Hidden Valley. Only if you have Veronica, though.
TK Studio Prince. Nope, Tin Boys are metal. Jay can't have them.
Is it? No, I thought it was on the table for a second.
Mm-hmm. It was in a video.
Mm-hmm.
It was sent by a Patreon supporter.
Happy Heretic. Oh, I'm just going to carefully paint this Black Templar contrast on this base next to the Shore Troopers' muscle spasm. James Cameron Clark. It seems more worth it when big character models were metal and a bit more expensive. £20 for one regular sized dude made of plastic seems a little excessive. Yeah, the heroes are a lot. They're pretty horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
I think the logic is you're only going to buy one, So
Mhm.
we're just gonna get you for all you're worth.
Right.
But yeah, the individual
And they
characters.
certainly do that.
Yeah, they do. Cabronix. Oh god, the search function is such caca. Yeah, it's pretty I hate the you have to check the box of what you want and then uncheck the box of things you don't want, and then the page will refresh.
Yeah, it's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a friend of ours that was interested in maybe playing the game, and she was like, well, now I have to know exactly what like I want to be able to find it. And I don't know what anything is yet.
Problem.
Pretty crazy.
Problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's always been bad, but remember, was it worse before? Because remember, they changed it.
They did
was
change
it. Worse before?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
I don't remember if it was worse or just differently bad.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to guess, it was probably differently bad.
Yeah.
Don't call me Shirley. I blew up Hidden Valley first playthrough and was listening to Mr. House. Then I realized I would mess up with Veronica and had to kill her. Oh, does it make her aggro if you blow up Hidden Valley? That makes sense. Cabronix, GW's IT department. We do a little trolling. It feels like it. It is bizarre. I mean, they probably paid the wrong person a lot of money to build their website.
Mm-hmm. Do you think they try to convince themselves it's good? Be like, you know what? This is the best it can ever be.
Yeah. Like often we'll have to pull up the website to remind ourselves of stuff or find a model so that we get the name right, and we're like, oh god, this piece of garbage. I wonder if they're doing that too in the studios.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, no, there's one of the grots. One of the grots is like that. Oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Why bother even looking it up?
Mm-hmm.
Tico Muto. I always feed Boone to the white gloves. Oh my god. Yeah, I never really take Boone either. He's actually too good. Like, I always find that the gameplays where I use Boone as a companion are a little bit less fun, because he just one-shots everything before I even notice it's an available enemy. I usually take Veronica, because she fights everything in melee, and so usually I can kill stuff before she gets to it. Or I'm losing horribly, but once she gets in there with her power fist, she saves me.
James Cameron Clark, the Games Workshop mail order trolls have just reskilled. Jeez. I think they should still do mail order.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you'd be easier to go through that than the website.
It'd be, and you know what? Even the mail order would be horrible. It'd be like a product catalog of all 12,000 models, and it would be like, place a check mark next to every model you don't want to buy.
The ones you don't want to buy.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. Don't call me Shirley. Only Edie and Rex, the Robo Gang. Oh, that does sound like a fun grouping. Woo.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
Mm-hmm. Cabronix. Raoul Gang all day, putos. I never use Raoul. Teco Muto. Anyone else play through the New California mod? I've never done a mod. Don't know how.
We should live stream you trying to figure out how to put a mod in.
It would be a 6-hour live stream that it has no conclusion.
I would love it.
What folder? And then I put it in the wrong script area, and it just ruins the whole game.
It ruins your computer somehow.
Yeah.
That'd be great. I think we should do it.
Mm-hmm.
Patreon stream. Also, 9 upvotes?
No!
Who are we?
What do I have to do?
We have now 10 upvotes. I mean, we have 19 downvotes, which is pretty good, but I mean, come on.
Maybe we should put the please dislike on our good videos. See what happens.
That'd be pretty fun.
You're asking for dislikes?
Okay. I can do that.
Cabronics. Install New Vegas mods. Printer turns on and prints all black on both sides.
Amazing. The crazy thing is you don't even have a printer.
No.
Dun, dun, dun.
My neighbor's like, how come at 9:30 it printed out 500 lines of Fallout New Vegas code?
Like a T-Rex. At the end of each video, just say, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a dislike and unsubscribe. I like it.
I don't want people to unsubscribe, though. I want that silver play button. We're almost halfway.
I like to think you'll like get it on a gold chain.
Oh, absolutely.
To wear it around your neck.
Yep.
I've always wanted one of those, like one of those chains, with like a money symbol on it. I think it'd be pretty sick. And I think it'd really fit me, you know, just really would go with my whole look.
Painting a face on something that's tiny. Don't call me Shirley. Joshua Graham from Honest Hearts is great. He also just pistol whips everything. Honest Hearts was a weird one because you go through the entire game of Fallout New Vegas just killing everything you come across, and then all of a sudden the big crux of that particular game is, do the evil tribe has moved in. Do you just leave? Or do you kill them all so you can stay? And it's like, well, how do you not pick the kill them all option?
Happy Heretic. I could see Jay trying to leverage his silver play button to his advantage around town. What do you mean? What do you mean you won't give me my dinner for free? Do you know who I am? I have a silver play button.
Yeah, and they point to the wall. Yeah, we have one too.
Yeah. I've heard Brent does that. From Goobertown Hobbies. We have one too. Yeah, we were on Kitchen Nightmares.
Disturbed Mushroom, I would definitely play as a raider. Or have a unit of Caesar's Legion to fight the NCR.
Wow. You are top 10 burpee boys.
I know.
Where are they coming from?
You know why? It's because this is my last root beer. I'll have to get some more soon.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's the last root beer is doing the work of the 10.
Mm-hmm. Because I feel like, they must be pretty carbonated, right?
Yeah.
Are they as carbonated as a normal root beer?
I think so, if not more.
Mmm.
Mecha T-Rex, damn, that face looks good. It's pretty rare to actually legit see a good-looking female face on a miniature. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, most Games Workshop faces aren't that bad. It's just the way they paint them. They really push up the contrast a lot. But if you want to make a face look like feminine or just not bad, then you just make the contrast not as harsh.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at people who've painted like Sisters of Battle but like did a good job, you'll see a lot of that.
Mm-hmm. Cabronics. Root beer flavored root beer vape juice flavored root beer. That's what it is. Man.
Don't call me Shirley. Don't forget in Old World Blues, the robot tried to get freaky with you. Yes. Oh my God, Old World Blues, the DLC that has like 50 minutes of talking to these goddamn robots before it starts. Tico Muto, Fantasy Flight Games made the Fallout tabletop game. Did they? I thought it was Modifius Games. Unless, is Modifius owned by Fantasy Flight? Mecha T-Rex, that's a good note. Normally, I always prefer helmeted female miniatures, because I can always just imagine she has a babe face beneath it.
Exactly.
Haska, this model I'm painting is hella ass. Yeah, every model goes through that phase. And hopefully some models make it out of that phase.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully. Happy here to just push through the ass. Exactly.
Words to live by.
What a great motto. Prussian blue. Damn, I'm late. Yep. Got 6 minutes.
Ooh, that's kind of a creepy look. I painted the whites of the eye.
I like it.
Preston Blech. Gotta catch up on painting these Plague Marines.
Yeah.
Everyone and their cat is painting some Plague Marines. They're the hot army.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Hosk, no, like the model has a dump truck of an ass. Cabronix, Jay, drink the paint water if you're man enough. That's okay, I got good water.
I mean, you have.
I have. It often happens when I'm having tea. Because my paint cup water is a mug, and I drink tea out of mugs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could go back and find that stream. 'Cause it did happen on stream once. Maybe even twice.
Disturbed mushroom.
I don't remember which one it was, though.
It must have been Halloween, right?
No, I think you were perfectly sober.
James Cameron Clark, drink it! Gain its powers!
You will become paint.
Oops. Well, I painted the eye, but I got a little bit of black on her face.
Well then.
So I'm going to start over.
You're going to strip it?
Yep.
Perfect. And that's one of your favorite things to do.
It is. Oh my goodness, why was the paint so chunky just then? Oh, it looks like she has a skin condition.
TK Studio Prince, I drank brush water by mistake thinking it was a cup of tea. That's why I now use a glass for my water. Sounds like a smart man right there.
I like to live dangerously.
Now there's 14 upvotes.
Gosh darn it.
20 and 22 dislikes. Can we transfer those over to dislikes?
Yeah, this video has more more than any of our others, but it's not the ones we want.
I know.
We only want downvotes.
Okay, someone transferred it over.
Good.
All right, 2 people did.
Too much water. There we go. Boy, it looks like I could take sandpaper to that spot and shave it down a little. Pression Bleh. I'm trying out a patchy dry brush of AP's skeleton bone on some random panels of armor on these Marines, so they have a splash of old pre-heresy coloring. Disturbed Mushroom. Can't wait to see the end result of these miniatures. Me either.
Me too. It's gonna be an exciting day.
Don't call me Shirley. Jay, do use distilled tap water. I never noticed any difference between using quality water or garbage tap water.
I mean, you drink garbage tap water.
Yes, yeah, on the red.
If it's good enough for you, it's good enough for the mini, right?
Yep. Cabronix. I use rainwater.
And speaking of rainwater,
Ooh.
it is 10 o'clock.
Yes, it is.
So we will be ending the stream,
Mhm.
but we'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, and new video out tomorrow.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that.
And end stream.
Good night.